Moi kaikki! I'm Hanna, and this is my podcast called Hanna from Sheep's Alley. I'm coming to you from Kuopio, Finland. Today is Sunday, October 4th, I think it is. And it's around 10 p.m. The sun is about to come out. It's quite chilly, plus 10 Celsius, which is 50 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's a bit chilly because it's also a bit windy, but hopefully if the sun comes out, as I can almost see it over there behind that hill and tree, the temperature should be around 14 Celsius, which is 57 Fahrenheit, I believe it is. I have only one unfinished object, an FOs. Those I have quite a few. So what I decided that this time I'm not going to show you my whips because I have only one whip, unfinished object, but we'll talk about FOs and then some yarn dyeing. So we can start with what I'm wearing. I finished the Soldotna crop talking about this pattern by Caitlin Hunter, and it looks like this. Ta-da! I am super pleased about how it looks. And I talked about the yarns which I used the last time, so I'm not going to go through them again. I didn't really modify the pattern that much. I only made I-cord sleeves. So I separated the sleeve stitches, and as you can see, I didn't knit the sleeves. I just made the I-cord bind off, and that's the sleeve, and I really like this. And I will take my second FO off so that you can see how my Soldotna looks like. And my second FO is this shawl or scarf, triangle scarf. The pattern is this cozy winter. I especially like these big cables there, and in the pattern there is only one big cable, but I wanted to have two, so I modified this pattern a bit. And I think I also made it just slightly smaller than the original pattern. The yarn is Cascade 220, which I dyed myself, and I really like this. It goes really well with this crop pullover plus my new hat. And the hat pattern, well, I'll first show you this white, was it white frost? Yes, I didn't even remember. A free pattern on Ravelry. I started knitting this hat pattern. I did the ribbing just as you can see. Okay, now there's the glow is gone and you can see the original pattern better. So I made the rib, and then I just glanced at the key chart of the cable, and I glanced at the pattern and looked at the picture, and I knit the ribbing and kind of thought that, okay, I know that cable is going that direction and the other cable is going to the opposite direction, and oh yes, there were pearls and stuck in it, and yeah, I don't need to look at the pattern. And I made a hat and realized that I made a mistake. cute hat. I already gave it away. I knit it with white yarn. Lana Crossa. This yarn. But as I was knitting the original pattern wrong, I kind of designed this hat. It's not the mistake hat. It looks almost the same, but then, and yes, I knit this hat with that same yarn, white yarn, and then I dyed this hat with, I think I used 3 or 4 different blue colors, and then dipped this white hat into the dye pot, and it turned out like this, and I think it's the perfect blue. Then I modified my mistake hat pattern and made another one. See, the difference is that this hat has these holes. These kind of remind me of little houses, and there's the tiny chimney. I was in a Christmas mood, and I thought that these might be like, it's a Christmas village with houses for elves, or elves I should probably say. And this second hat is almost the same without the windows, the holes. Those holes could represent windows of those elf houses. And then I made this tiny little pom-pom chimney with smoke coming out. And this is my third hat. So I gave the original wrong hat away. It was pretty. And I also dyed this hat. I knit it with the same Lana Crossa merino yarn, white yarn, and then I dyed it using purple, and I think I put a little bit of black in the dye pot, I think. See, I never write these down, so I can't really remember what I did, but I like this purple color as well. So those are my hat FOs. Then I have still quite a few leftovers from other projects which I have knit and crocheted, and I made a backpack. I'll put it on. Maybe I'll take this off first. So this is how my backpack looks like. And this is very simple. You could even make this if you know how to crochet. I just crocheted the bottom first. I don't even remember how many stitches I made, but I used 3, well, actually I think I used 4 yarn threads, strings at the same time. And then I just started going around and around and did these holes for the straps. I added some reflector ribbon and pocket from my old jeans. Very simple, very easy, but still quite fun. Yeah. And my last finished object are these socks. The flamingo color is the one which I dyed, and this, is it greeny yellow or yellowy green yarn? Anni-Maarit dyed it. I let her borrow my spinning wheel, and she gave me a skein of sock yarn, which she dyed herself, and I made, oh, and this white yarn is just plain Regia sock yarn. So I think these are really fun looking. Not really my colors, but I don't mind if socks are in a different color than what I usually wear. I like cool and cold shades of colors. I'm winter lover in colors, and also I like winter weather too. I love snow. I love all the seasons actually. I also love autumn. The leaves are so pretty at the moment. But in a week or two we might have our first snow. It doesn't stay on the ground. It won't stay on the ground usually. But still the first snow usually comes around Mikko's, our oldest one, around Mikko's birthday, which is October 17th. So these are my FOs. And now I will put the kettle on and have a cup of tea, because I'm getting a bit chilly. And I will add a video clip, which I think it was around 30 minutes, 40 minutes, around there. I don't remember because I recorded that like 1.5 months ago. But I'll show you how I dye with my acid dyes 4 skeins of sock yarn. And after that clip, I will come back and show you the 4 pairs of socks which I knit using those yarns which I'm about to show you, the ones I dyed with acid dyes. So see you on the other side. I decided to dye some colorful sock yarn. I have soaked the yarn in citric acid for an hour, 1.5 hours time. And the base which I'm using is Novita Venla Finnish yarn, simple basic sock yarn, this kind. There are details. This is natural white color. I haven't done sock yarn dyeing for a while. I'm going to use the method which I learned a few years ago from Kay, from the Bakery Bears. And I think I will use this acid dye and this kind. These are all acid dyes. Then this kind. And this. I hope I remember how to do it, because I think the last time I did this type of colorful sock yarn dyeing was 3 years ago. But just see what I will do, and let's hope that everything works well. Maybe I start with a bit of gray. I don't have much water here because I'm not making speckled yarn, but sort of variegated, colorful with some speckles. That was the gray. Then I will add, perhaps I should add turquoise. I'll turn the heat up a bit. I want the water to simmer. Not boil very hard, but simmer. So I will turn the heat on. And this is turquoise. Like that. Yep. Yes, should I press? I'll press there. Yep. Then how about some cyclone? I hope these won't be awful. Okay, I can hear the water to start shimmer. Heat down a bit. What else did I say I was going to use? How about brown? That can be cool or awful. Let's see what happens. Is it a hit or miss? Okay, let's put that there. And I had the fourth, no, this is the fifth, teal. I don't feel like teal. How about this chamomile? Let's try that. How much? That much? Should I press? Should I add more yellow? I think I will. Oops, sorry. Well, I think that also ugly colors work on socks. I think Ali from Starry Eyes Ali podcast is making ugly blankets. Maybe I'm making ugly sukyan. Dodgy and ugly. Too bad these aren't bling bling yarns. I could use this for the strictly socks. Ali is having the strictly sock along this year too, and I think the knit along starts, was it in September? Can't really remember. Now I should turn this skein so that I could have as much white spots on the surface as possible. Maybe I have too much water. To get speckles you need less water, I think. But we'll see what happens. Should I make it more ugly and more colorful? And maybe add some magenta. How about some of this? Let's make this one over the top. Okay. Looks very interesting. And interesting in this case can be either good or bad. Okay, what I will do next is I'll put the lid on and let it set or boil or shimmer, maybe more heat, for about 30 minutes, and I will check the situation then. Okay, the lid on, and I'll see you soon. Here you can see the first skein I dyed. I let it cook for almost 2 hours. Then I took it out of the water and I just put it in this extra kettle. I haven't washed it yet. I think I will wash all the yarns at the same time. But there's a new skein, sock yarn skein, coming along nicely. It's boiling. Let's put the heat down a bit. And this time, I think I will use this Sandstone and do you pronounce this Gala? Just simple violet color, navy color, and then perhaps, if I feel like it, some black and some red. So my plan is to make another maybe ugly looking sock yarn. So let's see. We'll start with Sandstone. Oh no, something awful has happened. This doesn't look nice. I wonder what happened, but I will use it anyway. Maybe I have too much. gather. This looks all right. Powdery. Too much. Maybe that one. Maybe that one is more what I want. I don't know what I want. I just... Ooh. Oh, this is cool. Ooh, I'm liking this. Then navy. Now I try to make delicate speckles using this brush. Let's see how I do. Wow, not very delicate, but still fun. Okay. Should I dip? And maybe some purple. Is it? It's violet. I'll use the brush. Okay. What next? Red maybe? No. No, let's put that red away. Maybe somehow I feel like a bit of turquoise. Let's see what happens. Is this a failure or not? Let's see. Just tiny bit here and there. Okay. Should I dip the yarn? Maybe I will. Interesting looking. I let it sit for a while. Or should I already? I'm not going to wait. I'll just turn it. Okay, there are white spots, which is perfect. It's like mixing salad. Drop that. Okay. And then more of this not so good looking dye. I think it got moisture at some point, and therefore it looks a bit weird. Maybe this gala was quite pink. Maybe I want more navy. So, and I used the brush. So I will use the brush again. More navy. And perhaps turquoise. Maybe turquoise. Just a tiny bit. Not much. These are truly one of a kind skeins. Every time I have dyed these kind of sock yarns, I never write anything down. Okay, no more turquoise, so I will clean the spoon. Spoon cleaned, and close that. Then I think maybe still slightly bit of this gala, which is bright pink. Then I will dip the yarn. Oops. Come back. And I think I will leave it. Okay. Let's wash the spoon. Yep, washed it. Let's wash that spoon too. All clean. I'll let it sit or shimmer. Boil for 1.5 hours, 2 hours. Yep, and then we'll see what happened with this skein. This is how the second sock yarn looks like. I think this turned out really well. I love the teal and turquoise and purple and violet together, and there is some yellow colors and navy. Yes, real pretty. Then I have third sock yarn skein coming along, and I thought that I would use this gala, chamomile, brown, and black for the third sock yarn skein. Should I start with the brown color? Maybe I should. Let's see. Where's the spoon? There it is. I will dip the yarn a bit like that, but perhaps I'll leave those speckles there. Yep. Then what should I put next? How about this chamomile? Chamomile next. That was the yellow. Then maybe it's time for the pink. Oh, should I put... I haven't used red yet. So maybe it's time... I don't know. What else? Magenta? Nope. Sandstone. I have this one. Sarsaparilla. I don't know how to pronounce this. Let's try this for the third color. Okay, that was that. Then, what next? Maybe black or navy? Have I used black? Nope, I haven't. Then it's time for black. Maybe I should use the brush. I'll use the brush for black. More black. Okay, was that a mistake or not? I think it needs magenta. That's magenta. Let's use that one. Or red. No. No, I'll use magenta. Tough choices. dip it now. Not quite sure if I'm pleased with the colors I chose, but at least they are different than the other two I already dyed. Okay, let's turn the heat a bit down. And move the skein around. Yep. Spots of white. Yep. Okay. Now, which color should I add? Maybe should I put red? No. Why do I want to put red? It doesn't go well with these colors. I will add more of this bluey purple color. Maybe a bit more. I think this is enough, and I won't use any more colors. It's time to wash the spoon. Yep. Yep. That's the brown. I hope this won't turn out being too muddy color. But on the other hand, I don't have muddy looking socks. So this would be the first time. Okay. And I will leave these for another 1.5 hours, 2 hours. And we'll see what happens next. This is the third skein. Muddy brown, yellow, magenta, and some bluey purple. A bit muddy, but I think I would say this is autumnal sock yarn skein. Not bad. And this one will be my last one, fourth one. I don't have green dye, but I would like to get some green. So what I will do is I have navy and chamomile. So yellow and blue makes green. So let's start with those. Chamomile first. I want to use yellow quite a lot now. More. Even more. Still more. Okay, I think that should be enough for now. But is navy too dark? How about if I were to use this turquoise? Let's try that first. Then we take the navy. Let's see what happens next. Will I get green or won't I? Is this enough? I think it is. Okay, now. I'm not sure if I want to add navy. How about some gray? Let's see what happens when I add gray. What next? Perhaps I shouldn't dip the yarn. So if I don't dip, I think I will get those speckles. Because if I dip, they will disappear. Maybe I should just leave it for a while. Okay, see you in 15 minutes. It's time to turn. Church bells are ringing. Okay. This part here needs gray and this part needs yellow. Yep. Okie dokie. Okay. Yellow it is. How much is another question. Okay, yellow there. And I can see some green already. Okay, is that enough? Maybe a bit more. Okay, maybe that is enough. Then some gray. but not too much. Okay, is that enough? Something, maybe yellow. Okay, yellow. Let's clean the spoon. Am I happy now? I think I am. I think I am happy with the way this yarn looks now. Or am I? Should I add more? Or just leave it? I think I will leave it. Yep. Okay. Another 1.5 hours for the skein. Yep. Water is all clear. So now I will wash the yarn, and I'll show you the final skeins after I have dried them, or they have dried outside. So see you tomorrow. Here they are, my sock set. This was the first which I dyed. I don't think it's ugly at all. It turned out better than what I thought. I'm going to call this Claude Monet Water Lilies colorway, because these colors remind me of those Claude Monet paintings where he painted water lilies. So that was the first one. This is the second one. Sweet candy colors. I'm going to call this Wannabe Unicorn colorway. It will be fun to see how these knit up. So that's the unicorn colorway. This one, I thought it would be too muddy because of the brown, but I don't think so. I think these are just fine. This is my autumnal skein, and I will call this Berries on Muddy Road. That's the colorway name. Berries on Muddy Road. That was the third one, and the last one. Do you see what I see? This colorway will be called Jamaica Man, because aren't these the colors of the Jamaican flag? Black, yellow and green. I love it. So my Jamaica man colorway, when I knit socks out of them, I will call my socks Usain Bolt socks, because he's the coolest athlete in the world. Jamaica man, Usain Bolt colorway. That's my set. And hopefully when I see you the next time, I have knit socks out of these. At least some out of some of these. Hopefully all of them. I'm really pleased. Yippee. You want to see what I'm wearing? Ta-da! My weedy sea dragons pullover is finished. Isn't it fun looking? And I have a new hat. This is my Monta Pipo pattern. This one. Free pattern on Ravelry. I used my leftovers and some bling bling sock yarn and added this fun looking pom-pom. And my weedy sea dragons. I did the same what I did with the Soldotna crop. The sleeves are I-cord sleeves. And it's perfect for this kind of weather. And I think I showed the yarns the last time, so I'm not going to show them again. But let's get back to these socks, which I knit with the yarns I dyed. I'm having another cup of coffee. Tea. This is Rooibos vanilla cream tea. The sun hasn't come out. It's still a bit chilly. So, this is my first pair. And I think I called this yarn Claude Monet Water Lilies colorway. These are all basic Hanna's this and that socks. But I just added some pattern. I don't remember how I did this, but just simple eyelets. I think I did knit two together, two yarn overs, knit two together to get slightly bigger holes, eyelet rows, than if you were only to make one yarn over. So I have two yarn overs, and when you knit those two yarn overs, you get slightly bigger ventilation. So, and the reason why I have this part here, I was feeling a bit lazy. I made the ribbing, cast the stitches off, wet blocked these socks, put them on, and realized that, oh my goodness, why was I lazy? I wish the cuffs were just slightly longer. So I unraveled 2 rows of ribbing, collected the stitches, and then just did some stockinette and garter and eyelet thingies over here. So first pair, more tea. The second, these are the wannabe unicorn. I think I called it that. Longer ribbing. And this pattern I just took out some of my knitting stitch dictionaries and found this pattern. and I just put it in the middle of the first stitch. See, I knit my socks with the cable needle and magic loop them, so I have needle 1 and needle 2, and I always put the pattern at the middle of the stitches or of the needle, first needle. So I probably have, I think I have knit maybe 5 stitches on both edges, and then I don't even remember how many stitches this pattern repeat takes. It could be 12 or 13. And then I got bored and decided not to knit this pattern to the ribbing, so I just finished it off and did the stockinette. And that's the second pair. Fun looking socks. More tea. My third. These are the Jamaica Man Usain Bolt socks. A bit different looking ribbing. This is probably 4x4. Yes, it is, because I just did simple basket weave stitching, patterning. So, and here I did the basket weave till the end and did the ripping. And I wanted to have a long ribbing, so usually when the length of the leg, which I like, or cuff actually I would say, I just fold the socks half, and this ribbing almost hits the tip of the cast on, Judy Magic cast on tip. So that's the length which I like the best. So these are Usain Bolt socks. And the last pair. Oh, are these. I think I called these berries on muddy road or something like that. And that's the last pair. And I also just did some pattern. How should I show it? So what you could do, if you know how to knit basic socks, add your own patterns at the middle of your the foot of your sock, or sock of your foot of your sock. Yes. So that's the last. So now I have 4 pairs of new socks. Aren't this fun? So go ahead and dye your own sock yarn. Yay! I like these. And that's it, I think. Yes. So, I think I will podcast the next time at the end of November or early December. And let's see if I have finished the whip, which I have. It's a pullover, one of Jennifer Steingass's pullover patterns. And I want to knit also a shawl by Caitlin Hunter. I don't remember the pattern name yet, but I'll show those the next time. So stay safe, and I'll see you around December time. Moikka!